the Belasco Theater. This show has no intermission, and please to turn off all photo, video and audio surveillance devices. For the next 90 minutes, you are not permitted to curate the present or fetishize the past because you are afraid of not having a future. Be here now, or you will be removed. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not,
goodness, I do love a warm hand on my entrance. My name is Hedwig, and please welcome the Angry Inch. Husband and man Friday through Thursday kid suck. Oh, there's no need. I am so thrilled you could all join me for this special one-night-only performance here at the beautiful Belasco Theatre. We are here courtesy tonight of Bob Weinkel of the Schubert Organization. Where are you, Bob? Yes, on bended knee did I beg Bob for my Broadway debut. He told me not to talk with my mouth full. I am moved, ladies and gentlemen, I'm moved by the simple fact that this cruelly abridged corpus you see before you is presently being supported by the same groaning planks that once cradled Brando's debut, yes? And Barrymore's farewell, where Bogey cracked wise, and where, oh, Tim Curry batted his eyes. There's so much history here, you can taste it. That was not a good idea. Tastes like John Cameron Mitchell. No, it's not a good thing. You think it is, but it just tastes a bit aged for my taste. Well, you think it goes away, but it comes back, and it's nice. Oh, imagine me, ladies and gentlemen, imagine me in the birthplace of Awake and Sing for all you group theatre fans, yes? And of course the birthplace of A Raisin in the Sun for all you P. Diddy fans. And most recently, Hurt Locker, the musical. It was a rock opera. It closed at an intermission last night, yes, after only one performance. It's very sad, but Bob Weinkel let us have the set for one more night before they strike it once again. Thank you, Bob. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, think of me as a theatrical hermit crab that's just wriggled into its new shell. How does it look on me? Really, in all honesty, how does it look on me? You legitimize me, ladies and gentlemen, you really do, but let's be honest, shall we? Many of you here tonight have only recently become aware of me. It took a tragedy for you to finally pay attention. Ah, but now you're interested. Intrigued, even. Who is this Hedwig? And how come we've never heard of her before? Sherry? That is a question I've been asking myself for years. How did some slip of a girly boy from communist East Berlin become the internationally ignored song stylist you see barely standing before you? That is what I want to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not here to talk about scandal or calamity. I'm not here to talk about my relationship with a certain well-known rock icon, Tommy Gnosis. Even though, at this very moment, by some freak coincidence with no prior knowledge on my part or even my people's part, tonight he's launching his tour of atonement just a block away in Times Square. Listen, there's someone else I want to thank for the way they've handled this tragedy with incredible loyalty in the face of a lot of lies. And that someone is you! My fans! And together, no one's gonna tear us down! I wrote every song on that album. And by the way, TMZ got it right. He was driving, he was on blow, he was getting blown by yours truly, and he did hit the school bus full of deaf children. One survived, now blind. I taught him everything he knows and has apparently forgotten about rock and roll, and barely mentioned mentions my name on that giant sucking sound Anderson Cooper calls a show, which I am sure you all saw, because if you hadn't, I'd be singing to the coat check. And if I was lucky, maybe James Franco in the back with a handy cam. All the privileges of homosexuality and none of the responsibilities. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, I'm wide open tonight. Yes, you are looking at a locker full of hurt. You see, the road is my home. My home is the road. I just said that. When I think of all the people that I have come upon in my travels, I have to stop and think of all the people who have come upon me. No, really, it's the geography of human contact, yeah? The triangulation of a pair of eyes on my face. The latitude and longitude of a hand on my body. These are the only clues I have to my place in the world. To who I am. Who is Mystery Woman? I laugh because I will cry if I don't. I recently found my first diary, ages 2 through 6, fully illustrated. And I realized that so many people have touched me on my way to this stage tonight. How can I say who touched me the most? My father, the American GI who left before I was barely old enough to speak my first words. Daddy, when I grow up, I will kill you. Could it have been my East German mother? No. She touched me, it was usually by accident. Except for one time. We were watching Jesus Christ Superstar on American Forces television. I turned to Mother. Jesus said the darndest things. She slapped me. Don't you ever mention that name to me again. But he died for our sins. So did Hitler! What? Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely! Better to be powerless, my son. When the war went up, her wish came true. We happened to be living on the east side, and Mother was given a job teaching sculpture to limbless children. Socialism, huh? God rest its soul. Most of my time was spent listening to American Forces radio. Oh, you have no idea how important you used to be. Our apartment was so small, Mother made me play it in the oven. At night, I would rest my head on the top rack, and I would listen to the American masters. Tony Neal, Debbie Boone, Anne Murray, who was actually a Canadian working in the American idiom. Oh, and then there were the crypto homo rockers, Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, who is actually an idiot working in America and Canada. These artists left as deep an impression on me as that oven rack did on my face. Oh, to be a young American in muskrat love, soft as an easy chair, not even a chair. I said, have I never been mellow? Have I never tried? And the colored girls say, oh, I sang along. Never the melody. How could I do it better than Tony or Lou? Once I couldn't resist. It can't be wrong when it feels so right. Mother threw a tomato at my head. But I was quite content to see gentle back upon me in my oven. My mother sculpted in the shower. When the hour grew late and it was time for bed, Mother would shout from the bathroom, "Well, that's me!" And I would reply from the kitchen, "Well, I guess that's me too." And we would wash our feet and brush our teeth and lay down on the narrow pallet that we had shared since Daddy left. Like two pieces of puzzle that don't quite fit but are jammed together and left on a table by some dangerous shut-in with too much time on his hands. I'm sorry, I'm breaking the fifth wall right now. I'm completely dilated. I'd like to share with you a bedtime story that Mother once whispered to me in the dark and later retracted. Whatever allowed her to reveal such a story to such a little boy, I'll never know, but I remember it like it happened yesterday. The earth was still flat, and clouds made of fire, and mountains stretched up to the sky, sometime higher. Folks rolled like big rolling cakes. They had two sets of arms, they had two sets of legs, they had two faces peering out of one giant head, so they could watch all around them as they talked while they read, and they never knew nothing of love was before the origin of love. And there were three sexes, one that looked like two men glued up back to back, for the children of the sun. Similar each finger for the children of the earth. They looked like two girls rolled up in one. And the children of the moon was like a potion on a spoon. They were pots on pot, a pot down, a pot side. Gods grew quite scared of our strength and defiance, and Thor said, "I'm gonna kill them all with my hammer, like I killed the giants." But Zeus said, "No, you better let me use my lightning like scissors, like I cut the legs off the whales, dinosaurs and the lizards." Then he grabbed up some bolts, he let out a laugh, so slid them right down the middle, gonna cut them right up in half, and them storm clouds gathered up in a great balls of fire. And the fire shot down from the sky indoors like shining blades of last time I saw you, we had just split in two. You were looking at me, and I was looking at you. You had a way so familiar, and I could not recognize you because you had blood on your face and I had blood in my eyes. But I could swear by your expression that the pain down in your soul was the same as the one night. You love a good scream drop, don't you? Scream. Oh yes. After Mother finished her story, she began to snore, but I had to go somewhere I could think. I crept into the kitchen and put my head in the oven. It is clear that I must find my other half. But is it a he or a she? Is it Daddy? He went away. Or Mother? I was suddenly afraid to go back to bed. What does this person look like? Identical to me or somehow complementary? Does my other half have what I don't? Did he get the looks, the luck, the love? Were we really separated forcibly, or did he just run off with the good stuff? Or did I? Will this person embarrass me? What about sex? Is that how we put ourselves back together again? Is that what Daddy was trying to do? Or can two people actually become one again? And if we're driving on the Autobahn, when it happens, can we still use the diamond lane? Practical questions of wholeness, of completion. Think of it. I thought of it. I thought of the power. Oh, the gods would be terrified. Shitsuck, was machst du da, verdammt Nachbar? I'm pouring my heart out over here. You're masturbating with acrylic hair. Oh shit, it's a look, immigration. Everybody run! Yes, it brings everything into focus, doesn't it? All right. If you behave, I just might let you shave my back. But only if you behave, so sit down. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to see that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, funny story. When I met him, he said he wanted to be a model. A foot model, maybe. Hey! Late. It was so late. It was so... feel like I've gotten pregnant and had 20 kids by the pause. What are you checking your Grindr profile? What are you doing over there? The only thing you need to swipe is the drum set, okay? The only rim shot should be on that fucking drum, okay? Are you giving me a look? Are you taking sides? Let me remind all of you, there are no sides when one has no passport! How's my hair, ladies and gentlemen? Do you like it? How would you describe it in a nutshell? Effortless? Effortless? Anything from the audience? Anything? Socially advantageous? That's what I like to think. What is that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have a whole fucking monument happening. We have no words of wisdom from this wonderful Belasco crowd. Nothing. How about... Honey, that's like 2 blocks away from here. Thank you, I appreciate the effort in your vocabulary. It's a lot. I'd like to think, for all you thinkers out there, because you're clearly philosophers, I'd like to think that it is morally ambiguous. And here's why. You have to wonder whose hair it originally was. It certainly wasn't yours, sir. That's for sure. I'd like to think maybe like a single Sri Lankan mother of 10. Pulls it out, bleaches it, cuts it off, has another kid. It's a global economy. Oh, don't give me that look, Mr. Vegan in a leather jacket. I've earned the right to feel nothing. I've had my heart removed to fit into this fucking dress. Look at me, I'm a perfect sample size. I realized there was only one person who would ever really be there for me in my life. And that person was me. The accident was a cry for help. I was yelling help to me. Well, what about me, huh? Without me, he would have never swerved to that oncoming short bus and revived his moribund career with a well-timed redemption tale. Gag order be damned. It all went down in the newly annoying meatpacking district. I had just been barred from entering the Jane Hotel. You ever heard of that place? You have? Well, guess what? I couldn't get in because I had left my douche ID at home. Oh, I hate that place. I found myself walking down the street and a limo pulled up. I hopped in, naturally mistaking it as my own. Just a polite reminder, I will cut a bitch. Inside the limo sat Tommy Gnosis. We were astonished, it had been years. So we dropped off the driver and drove up and down the island doing drugs and catching up. As you do. He talked about the disappointing sales of his sophomore album, the one he wrote without me. The first one went triple platinum. The latest barely went to pewter. He spoke of his loneliness. I reminded him of happier days. Oh, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Oh, well, you know the rest. When the story broke, I had nothing from him. Nothing! And all of a sudden his people appear and offer me a small fortune to keep all this to yourself. As if I'd accept their filthy lucre, as if selling a tabloid story of someone else's pain was my only means of support, as if I hadn't already launched my new fragrance, Atrocity by Hedwig. A fragrance for a man or a woman, or a man-woman or a woman-man, a moment or a wan. LGBTU, QRXYZ, 5. I digress. One day in the late mid-80s, I was in my early late 20s. It's amazing what a little concealer will do, isn't it? I had just been dismissed from university after delivering a brilliant lecture on the aggressive influence of German philosophy on rock and roll, entitled, "You Can't." Always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find that you get what you need. At 26, my academic career was over. I never kissed a boy, and I was still sleeping with Mom. The search for my other half on this side of the wall had proved futile. Might he be found on the other? But how to get over? People died trying. Such were the thoughts flooding my tiny little head on the day that I was sunning myself in an old bomb crate I had discovered near the wall. I am naked, lying face down on a piece of broken church, inhaling a fragrant westerly breeze. Oh, the new McDonald's had just opened up. Oh, good God, I deserve a break today. The sun is hot, but I feel a sudden chill. I look over my shoulder. A head-shaped shadow is resting on the pillow of my ass.
Girl, I sure don't mean to annoy you, but my name's Sergeant Luther Robbins.
I turn my body to face it. My name is Hansen. Luther is silent for a moment as he stares at my little bishop in a turtleneck.
Hansel? Well, you must like candy.
I like Gummibärchen. Out of his pocket comes a strange, American-looking packet that says gummy bears on it. Gummy bears? I select a single clear bear. It is the biggest one I have ever seen. The taste is completely different from a gummy bear, and yet somehow familiar. It's much sweeter than a gummy bear. It's softer too. Its little gummy body stretches on the rack of my molars. Wow! I feel so optimistic. He pours me a handful, his eyes heavy with an unfamiliar desire. Could it be a desire to please? Me? I suddenly recognize the flavor in my mouth. It is the taste of power. Not bad.
Damn, Hansel, I can't believe you're not a girl. You're so fine. Why don't you take the whole bag?
He searches my face for news of his fate. His expression is echoed in scores of tiny faces pressing against clear plastic. Panting faces of every imaginable color, creed, and non-Aryan origin, fogging up the bag like windows of a Polish bathhouse. It's only a shower. Absolute power! I push Luther away and stumble naked through the ruins back towards bland and less complicated perfections, leaving in my wake a trail of rainbow carnage! Next day, Hansen follows the trail back, and lying on my slab are 3 Milky Ways. A roll of Necco wafers, some pop rocks, and a giant-sized sugar daddy named Luther. Licorice drops and jelly roll. sugar in his bowl. I'll find China on the ring, polish up the chrome. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. Last up the lasses, you're my only blossom, honey. Sugar daddy, bring me Versace blue jeans, black designer underwear. Sugar daddy, dress up like the disco, lifting jet set in the line and roll. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. Oh, the player of control, like the rush of rock and roll. Sweetest taste I know. Oh yeah, come on, sugar daddy, bring it home. Bees go shopping, there's something to be seen. Sugar daddy, this one wildflower. Oh, this one with the wildflowers, baby. We got some honey on it. And every gift you give me gets me driven like a honeycomb. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. That's the chorus, ladies and gentlemen, take it home. Oh, the player of control, like a blitzkrieg on the road. The sweetest taste I know. Maybe not so sweet. Come on, sugar daddy, bring it home. Oh yeah. Come on, sugar daddy, bring it home. Bring it. Whiskey and flit cigarettes. I'm holding back. I think it. What a pick. A queen of the north. And I'm a legend neck dog. Oh, I want all the love in the morning. Every animal, every day. In the million bloody catalog.
Something crossed my mind, and I was thinking you look so fine. You know, velvet dress with heels and a rhinestone.
Oh, Luther, darling, heaven knows I've never put on women's clothes except for once my mother's camisole. So you've been thrown in the water, truly lovely. You might need a dress something more women than a man like you can say. Be in some chocolate fancy, or rather than see a marshmallow flow. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. It's our tradition to control. Not every other color, every cool. From the Ukraine to the Black Road. Oh yeah, we don't move our hand. Lord, I'm coming home. My sugar daddy, bring me home. That was called Sugar Daddy. Oh, that was fun. We have too many sugar daddies here tonight. I love this one right here. Doesn't look like I put anything on you. We already had so much cakey make. Who else are you kissing behind this show? Is it someone else? I'm a bit jealous. I'd love to maybe squeeze you into my tight little agenda after the show. It's hard to get in there. It's very tight. But once you get in there, it's a party, baby. You suck! What does my tomorrow look like? I believe I have a number of appointments. And I actually have a greater number of disappointments, really. You could be my first disappointment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd really like to talk about something very important. Jetzt, was ist das? We can't clean the theatre up before we do a show. If I wanted to see a mess on a Broadway stage, I would have seen Spider-Man. Too soon? What is this? Love theme from the Hurt Locker. Composed by Stephen Schwartz. Well, how good can it be? Is there something you'd like to say? Is there something you'd like to sing? Mama needs to take a moment. Why don't you take a moment? It's good to know what it's like to embarrass yourself in a Broadway house. Go ahead. Find your cornrow of the sky.
Can I have a B flat?
Oh, don't worry, you'll be flat.
We found sanctuary in the hurt locker, a spot of safety on the roads. Love can be scary in the hurt locker. It's tender and it's raw. We're filled with shock and awe, and we will be consumed when love explodes.
I really think Adina was better in the role, don't you?
We will be consumed when love.
Okay, thank you very much. Let it go. Let it go. Don't encourage him, Schwartz and all. What was I talking about before that disaster? What were we saying? It was very important. Oh, of course, yes, how could I forget? Because I didn't forget. We were talking about me. That deserves some applause, I think, after that. Yes, we were talking about me. Luther and I got married. But it wasn't a traditional wedding, no. For example, when Luther popped the question, I was on my knees. And we're back! We are back, yes! Back to the Belasco. The next day I invited Luther home for dinner. After dessert, he produces a ring, an application for an American citizenship, and a wig. He loves me, Mother! He wants to marry me and get me the hell out of here! I put the wig on my head. It is a hideous beige shag. He loves me, Mother! Is this plan so crazy that it just might work? Mother's face might have been a photograph, it was so still. Get me my passport und my Kamerahanse. I know a certain party. It's a simple cut and paste job. We change the photo and you can use my name. Hedwig Schmidt. That's so simple, ladies. Baby, you know I love you. I'm always thinking of you, but I gotta marry you here in East Berlin. And that means full physical examination. Why, they'll see right away that, baby, to walk away, you got to leave something behind. Am I right, Mrs. Schmidt? I've always thought so, Luther. Hansel, to be free, one must give up a little part of oneself. And I know just the doctor to take it. Don't move. Go!
1988. A tiny registrar's office with a breathtaking view over the wall. Herr Hansel Schmidt becomes Mrs. Hedwig Robinson.
Tomorrow, I am leaving on a jet plane, and by the time I get to Phoenix, love will keep us together. Because I'm just an embryo with a long, long way to go, but I know too much to go back and pretend.
November 9, 1989. Junction City, Kansas.
I sit in my mobile home, and on bootleg cable, watch the wall come down. Divorced, penniless, a woman. I cry because I would laugh if I don't. Suddenly I miss Mother. I consider calling Berlin, but remember with envy her recent escape to sunny Yugoslavia. Perhaps Luther would pick up. No, it had only been a month since he ran off with that bag boy he met on christianmingle.com. Or whatever it is we called it back then. Church. What am I doing? He was never the one. He was never the missing half. I catch myself in the mirror and thought, and for the first time, I see clearly the horror hunkering on my head. The same carpet remnant Luther presented me with a year ago to disguise my receding. I'm receding! I tear the wig from my scalp and hurl it across the room at a pile of unopened anniversary presents. There it lies, feigning shock. My personal air system. My personal hell. My head. Big. I'm not like this. When the world's a bit a mess, and the lights go down across the trailer park. I get down, I feel on the verge of going mad. And then it's time to punch the clock, put on some makeup, turn on the tank top, and put the wig back on my head. Suddenly I'm Miss Midwest midnight checkout queen until I had one, and I put myself to bed. I look back on where I'm from, look at the world and I've become, and the strangest thing seems suddenly routine. I look up from my book on the rocks, a gift wrapped with still in a said, some girls, they are natural ease. They wear it any way they please. With their French flip curls and their perfume magazines. Let it die. This is the best way that I've found to be the best you ever see. I put on some makeup, turn up the A-track, and I'm pulling away down from the shelf. Suddenly I'm despair, a faucet from TV, until I wake up and I turn back to myself. Snack by level, bombed on the hamburger, sausage grills, chicken wings, all because of you. We can roll, jump, never let talk over you. Big roll, big bombs, all because of you. It's all because of you. All because of you. So how about it, everyone? What do you think? Do you think I give good disembodied head? I think so, yeah. Now comes the very exciting part of our show. It's the interactive part of our show. It's the part where you put down your $75 sippy cups and draw your attention to the expensive set piece above. It's easy. All you have to do is follow the bouncing balls, just like a real I put on some makeup. I can't hear you. Turn up the A-track. Come on, you can do better than that, Jersey. I'm pulling away down from the shelf. That was beautiful. Suddenly I'm this rock star, stage and screen, and I ain't never held up a turning back. Thank you so much. I think we have our hit single. I think that's the one. I think it's a good time tonight to ask, how are we all doing? Are we feeling okay? Feeling a bit better. That was a rock and roll gesture, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. No, I'm sorry. No, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. That was a heavy metal gesture. Would you like to see a punk rock gesture? You see, it's the direction of the aggression that defines the act. That's the lesson. What do you care? Let's take it back to Broadway. Let's have another wardrobe change. And a 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! Ah, I am now complete. I feel like I could be a block away doing the Lion Queen. Maybe while I'm here I could see something rotten, like Kinky Boots. I like to call this my Sarah Jessica Parker. Oh, you know, some bitch stopped me on the way in here tonight. What poor unfortunate creature had to die for you to wear that? My Aunt Trudy, I replied. How about this band, ladies and gentlemen? Give it up for this band. On the bass guitar we have the unflappable Yatsik. On drums, the unreliable Schlotko. On guitar, the unreachable, unseeable Krzysztof. And of course, my trusted musical director, the completely unpronounceable Shkumasiner Skrodem. It's a very common name where he's from. How do you say it again? Skiship. That's exactly what I said. Say it one more time. Skiship. Oh yes, of course, it's the sound of crumbs being swept off the table. Scrooge chrysanthemum, one more time? One more time. I'd like to buy him a vowel, please. I haven't properly introduced my husband, Yitzhak Keva. No, it's nothing to get excited about. Calm yourselves, it's not a big deal. You know, we met during my last Croatian tour. Do you remember that? You were the most famous drag queen in Zagreb. And rightly so. He was the only chocolate-flavored Jew in that side of the world. Giving new meaning to the word Jewfro. You're like a Sephardic safari, aren't you? My late manager, Philistine, thought that he would make a great opening act. Billed as the last Jewess in the Balkans, he lip-synced something from Yentl, was it? Under the name Crystal Nacht. Too soon? No, he was good. He was too good. His applause drowned out my introduction, and I refused to go on. But on my way out, he begged me to take him with me. Do you remember that? My face might have been my mother's, it was so still. I said to him, Crystal, to walk away, you've got to leave something behind. I'll marry you on the condition that a wig never touch your head again, and we agreed. And we have been inseparable ever since. Isn't that right, baby? We continue to be. Oh shit, it's up, look, immigration, everybody run. Okay, that was fair. Oh my God. Okay, I know I was kidding before, but I'm absolutely serious. I can't believe she's here. This is unbelievable. You have to look in the fourth row on the right side. She's looking, she's pointing at you. It's the Barbara Streisand. She's looking right at you. She's blowing a kiss. Look at her. Look, as if! Oh, come on! She's not even up yet! Oh, I hope you're still remaining fans of Hedwig, because I find that I'm going increasingly fond of
One day, this little trailer trash kid put on some of his mom's eyeliner, grabbed his beat-up JCPenney guitar, and called himself Tommy No-Sense!
Tommy! Can you hear me? From this milkless tit, you sucked the very business we call show! Okay! You want to know about Tominosis? I will tell you about Tominosis. Leute, wir improvisieren jetzt, bleibt dran. Get this thing off of me, I can't stand it. I'll take it. After my divorce, I binged on box wine and cheap sex until I finally hit my bottom. He hit me back! I ended up alone in a sawed-off Winnebago, licking the last of the blow off my MacBook Pro. But wait, there's less. I decided to throw myself on the job market, which was more than the market could bear. I scraped by with babysitting gigs and odd jobs, mostly the job called blow. Student rush section loves that one. That's how they get in here. I had lost my job at the base PX, and I had lost my gag reflex. You do the math! I sat for the baby of General Speck, the general's son. He was the commander of the nearby army fort. His other son was the artist formerly known as my butt boy, Tommy Speck. Yes, Tommy was a 17-year-old, four-eyed, pockmarked, Dungeons and Dragons obsessed Jesus freak with a fish on his truck, and I found him incredibly hot. Perhaps it was his disdain for authority, his struggle with organized religion. One day, I walked in on him punishing the bishop in the bath. The door was wide open. He was clearly waiting for me. So I reached down and I finished his grace off and dropped a fly in the water. Oh, by the way, Tommy, I am performing a short set tonight at Dr. Espresso Seattle-style coffee enema bar. Maybe I'll see you there. I had just returned to my first love, music. I had tried singing once back in Berlin. They threw tomatoes. After the show, I had a nice salad. But, newly motivated, I bought a cheap electric piano. And I found a couple of Korean sergeants' wives who churned out a mean rhythm section. We became quite a draw singing the hits of the day under the name The Angry Inch. I remember that night, the audience was small, but hostile. Thank you, both of you. That was another one by Creed. How about Kwang Yi on guitar, huh? Give it up, Kwang Yi! Give it up, Kwang Yi. Looks like we have a celebrity in the audience here tonight. Over by the sweet and low. Ladies and gentlemen, little Tommy Speck, the general's son. That's more than I got, Tommy. Oh, he's embarrassed. Well, I'm a little nervous myself. You know, this is the first song I've ever written. And it's written for a guy to sing. We have been talking to Nick Jonas's people. But then again, aren't we all? I know the sun is in your eyes, and hurricanes and rain and black and cloudy skies. You're running up and down that hill, turning onward off and Ladies and gentlemen, the Shroud of Hedwig. Take it home with you. Or send it on Etsy, tag me. What was I? Oh yes. The next day I was putting the little speck baby to bed when Tommy appeared with an expensive-looking electric guitar. Your show? That song? My dad gave me this guitar to apologize for being such a pathetic little dictator. Do you want to come up to my room? We went up to the attic. He sang me songs, classics, I was informed. The bands were new to me. Boston, Kansas, America, Asia, Europe. I put my hands on his strings. Travel exhausts me. Where are you from, Edward? I told him my story. His face might have been a Yes album cover, it was so still. Have you accepted Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as your personal Lord and Savior? No, but I love his work. Jesus loves you. Yes, but he's not in love with you. You know what he was saving us from? Was his fucking father. I mean, what kind of God creates Adam in his image and then pulls Eve out of him to keep him company and then tells him not to eat from the tree of knowledge? It's so micromanaging. And so was Adam, but Eve just wanted to know shit. She took a bite from the apple so she would know what was good and what was evil, and then she gave it to Adam because they were in love, and that was a good thing. They now knew because of the apple. Hedwig, will you give me the apple? The words spitting from those lips. Oh, his eyes. His irises were clear cylinders of surprising depth and emptiness. Only a few puddles of bluish pain sloshed around inside. Same blue as my eyes. At the time, Tommy's performance options were limited to the occasional guitar mass. I initiated a 6-month curriculum of rock history, lyrics, grooming, vocal training, my patented oven technique. For his graduation, I gave him his name, Tommy Gnosis, the Greek word for knowledge. We collaborated. Songs exploded out of us. He started singing backup for me at Dr. Espresso's. Teenage girls started showing up. I added a few duets, standing room only, and then the Sizzler called. Game changer! When had the Sizzler ever called anyone before? Next thing we knew, we were in the middle of a year-long residency next to the salad bar. Within a matter of months, we were outgrossing monster trucks in Wichita. With that kind of money pouring in, I was able to give up all my other jobs and devote myself entirely to our career. We were very, very happy. One day, I curled up in the trailer with my usual late afternoon constitutional grain alcohol and Brita. I like to be good to myself. Suddenly Tommy is at the door in tears. Honey, what is it? My dad, my mom, my parents. I hope hold him as I had never been held. But as usual, he squirms and slides behind me and clutches my spine to his chest. I'm suddenly very much aware that we haven't kissed in all the months that we have been together. In fact, he has maintained a near perfect ignorance of the front of me. Honey, why don't you go work on that new song while I finish shaving your eyebrows, okay? Look what you've done. Fuck! Another song blows in from the trailer next door. This song has been playing on a loop for 3 days. Tommy looks up at me through new lenses, one blue and one pink. What do you think? Does love last forever? No, but this song does. Do not mock the multi-platinum single. I wish I could hit those notes. Just move your lips, and I'll sing them for you, honey, from a shadowy corner of the stage, like Mick Jagger's backup singer. We laugh at the professional reference, and I return to his brows. Seriously, Tom, yes. I do believe love is immortal. Look what you've done, God damn it! How is it immortal? Perhaps because love creates something that wasn't there before. What, like procreation? Yes, but not only. Like recreation? He grabs my ass and laughs. I don't. Sometimes just creation. Don't move. I paint a bold silver cross on his forehead. Honey, have you thought of a C after that D flat? Look what you've done. And I will always love you. Tommy slowly rises and draws the curtains that are attached at the top and the bottom. He reaches out his hand, I take it, and I am filled with an ancient clarity. He's the one. No blood in my eyes, no blood on his face, and yet he is the one who was taken, the one who left, the twin born by fission. He'll die in fusion, our fusion, cold fusion, unlimited power, unlimited knowledge, the secrets he must hold, the memories that we must share, the words to complete the sentence that I began. I am. My eyes fill up with muddy, maybelline tears. Oh, Hedwig. Oh, God. When Eve was still inside Adam, they were in paradise. And when she was pulled out of him, that's when paradise was lost. So when she enters him again, that's when paradise will be regained. However you want it, honey, just kiss me while we do it. I thrust his body around to face mine, and thrust his hand between my... What is that? That is what I have to work with. My mom is probably, you fucking sissy. What are you afraid of? I love you. Then love the front of me. He runs out the back door. I like it over here. It's nice out of the spotlight. Singing gentle backup harmonies in my oven. You were good. Thank you. The audience seemed to like you. Maybe there's room for both of us in the act. Yes. The German and the Jew. Think of the publicity. Think of the cemetery. Think of the power, the gods. I was born on the other side of a town ripped in two. And no matter how hard I've tried, I end up black and blue. I rose from afar, the doctor's slab. I lost a piece of my heart. Now everyone gets to take a stab. They cut me up into parts. I gave a piece to my mother. I gave a piece to my man. I gave a piece to the rock star. He took the good stuff and ran. so hard, filling you up and suddenly gone. Love, give, free. Roll in your soul, make your blood knows the way from your heart to your grave. Know that and you're shining like the brightest star on transmission on the midnight radio. And you're spinning like a 45 ballerina dancing to your rock and roll. Here's to Patty and Tina and Yoko, Aretha and Nona and Nico and me and all the strange rock and rollers. Yeah, now you're doing alright. So hold on to each other. You're gonna hold on tonight. And you're shining like the brightest star. Transmission on the midnight radio. And you're spinning, you're the 45s and all the respect and the losers. Yeah, you know you're rock and rollers spinning too. You're rock and